Hi everyone, this is the Chapter 2 test, the writing test. As usual, what I will do is kind of take you through things, give you some hints, but not give you the answers, right? So these are guides to these, kind of let you know some things to watch out for, etc. Okay, so the basics, of course, is that we are filling in the blanks. All right, and we're filling in the blanks with both noun and verb endings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write those endings down at the bottom. All right, so if you remember, the personal verb endings are O-S-T, mus, tis, und. All right, and that is I, you singular, he, she, it. That's a weird looking I. We, you all, and they. All right, and then we've got nouns as well. So remember, our 5 cases are nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, ablative. I'm going to write these all down. You've not learned them all yet, but you might as well see them, and we'll sort of highlight the ones we're going to focus on. All right. Okay, so we've got first declension and second declension. All right, and then second neuter. So we've got I, and then and then plural I, is, as, is. All right, then for second we've got us, o, o, is, os, is. And for second neuter, they're going to be the same. So e, o, o, or oh boy, there's an M in there. Sorry about that. Is, is. All right. So as I said, it's good for you to see those. We're going to be seeing them more later. What I would like to focus on here, of course, this exercise, what we're doing is focusing on the nominative and the accusative. I hope that looks like a highlight and not a cross out. So I'm actually going to get rid of that because it's a little darker than I want it to be. But anyway, those are the forms, the endings that we're going to be focusing on. All right, so I'm going to do this. The nominative and the accusative. All right. All right, now let's take a look at the exercise. The best way to do this is to essentially translate the sentence, to understand what the sentence is saying, and then kind of fill in the gaps accordingly. What you're going to need to do is, one, figure out what kind of words you're dealing with, fill in the blank, use the right endings based on the other words around. So in other words, femina is a noun, right? Woman. Yakeo is a verb. Obviously, you need a verb ending, all right? So what that means is we're dealing with these verb endings on the left. All right. The verb endings correspond to the subject. The subject is generally the doer of the action. And then because we're dealing with femina, right, that's a third person subject, that's going to determine what your ending is going to be. So you need that third person singular ending to complete that sentence. All right. All right, so for number 2, habetne, the first word, that is our verb. All right, and then your next word is a noun with the blank, obviously, so we need a noun ending. All right, now you've got rosas, which is another noun. That is an accusative noun. Remember that accusative is used for the direct object. If we have an accusative, then there's a very good chance, and in fact in this case it is, that puel is going to be the subject, the nominative. All right, so you need a nominative ending there. All right, and then the verb, habet, will tell you whether that nominative is going to be singular or plural. And remember that when you're figuring out what ending to use for puel, and we've said it's nominative, the declension will tell you which of those to use. So make sure to look puella up if you don't know, figure out what declension it is, that will tell you which endings to use. All right, number 3, similar to number 2, except now we've got we're, which is nominative, so that's our subject, and amic, missing its ending, is going to be our direct object. So remember early on, the book talked about sentence structures, and this is that transitive structure where you have a subject, a verb, and a direct object. In number 2, you are missing the subject. In number 3, you're missing the direct object. So for that, you'll need the accusative. The direct object is the accusative. And remember, again, make sure to know the declension of amicus, to choose the correct accusative ending. All right, number 4, again, similar, the transitive structure, so subject, verb, direct object. Domini is our subject, optant is our verb, and don is our direct object. So you're going to need the accusative ending. Accusative is the direct object. Make sure to look up the declension for don, and it is going to be a little bit different from, say, number 3, which was another accusative. The gender is going to impact what ending you use. All right, so number 5, right, this is that intransitive structure. So remember, transitive structure, we talk about subject, verb, direct object. Intransitive is just subject and verb. There is no direct object. So we're our noun, clamont's our verb. We're is going to be nominative, but you have to figure out what ending to add to it, to use with it, and clamont, that nt, is the clue. All right, number 4 is similar, so you can kind of compare those. Number 6, all right, now we've got 3 nouns. So naut, agricolae, que, locum, laudant. Back to our transitive structure, locum is our direct object. The fact that laudant is plural tells you that the subject is plural, and in this case, we've got que, which is a conjunction. It's a little add-on word. The key with que is that it connects the word before the word to which it's attached. The way I remember it, or the way I sort of remember it, is peanut butter jelly que, right? Peanut butter and jelly. We're not saying peanut butter and jelly que. That would actually be peanut butter and jelly. But peanut butter jelly que. So like in English, it'd be naut and agricolae, right? The que goes before it. All right. Technically, you don't know whether naut is going to be singular or plural, so either nominative will work. I think by association, by context, it's probably going to be plural, but it is the subject, so you do need the nominative ending there. All right. Number 7, another transitive structure, supueros, with that os ending is accusative. Bel is going to be our nominative. All right, teret, the verb. That T tells you whether it's singular or plural. And again, make sure to look up bel, as its gender will determine its ending. It's going to be a slightly different gender from the norm. It will be similar, not in ending, but in gender to number 4. The same trickiness in number 4 will apply here as well. All right, virum, vide, et vocamus. So et is another conjunction, and conjunctions will join like things. So you're going to choose the ending for vide, the verb, based on the other verb in the sentence. All right, and virum, even though it's our only noun, is our direct object with that um ending. That's accusative. Mus gives us the subject. The mus ending gives us the subject. All right, number 9, back to our transitive structure, or another transitive structure, I should say. Pecuniam is the accusative. That amic is going to be the subject. Habent, with that nt, will tell you about the ending, give you what you need to know about the ending. All right, now, number 10 is different. All right, so wir is our subject. Solet is our verb, but labora is a verb as well. So what you need to do is figure out what kind of verb can go with solet, complete its meaning, or should I say complement with an E, complement with an E, its meaning, and that will be your hint for number 10. All right, so that is the Chapter 2 test for writing. Please be in touch if you have any questions. Thanks.